Hello, I am Dell with Healing Frequencies Music, and this video is to walk you through the new website, or the new website look, and then show you a few things on the YouTube channel. And these are based on questions I get from people all of the time. So hopefully this video will help you navigate the YouTube channel and the website. So without further ado, I am going to share my screen and I'm going to walk you through a PowerPoint. I love PowerPoints because number one, people who are visual can see what's going on, and people who like to hear things, they can hear it. So I'm hitting a couple of different learning styles with this. You know, I'm a teacher. What else can I do? All right, so we are going to go to, where do I do the slideshow? From the beginning. It's a good place to start. Here we go. Draw the curtain back and all the fun begins. And I'm going to minimize myself because you don't necessarily need to see me. And I'm going to bring myself all the way to the bottom of the screen. Okay, Healing Frequencies Music. This is the YouTube channel as well as the website. These are my two main websites. So when you go to the main page, which is www.healingfrequenciesmusic.com, this is the banner that you will now see. If you have questions, there's my top 10. See where it says FAQ up here at the top? Maybe you can see my cursor moving. That's where my top 10 list is. The contact us is way up here in the upper right-hand corner if you want to. I do have CDs for some of the albums. If you want to order CDs, that's how you do it. Okay, obviously this was taken when it was on the home. There's the about page. All of the samples for all of the music are on that page. You click on it, scroll down to the albums, and you can hear samples of all of the albums. The cool thing about it is when you click on the links, it takes you directly to Gumroad where you can purchase. Some of the albums have emotional roots of physical symptoms. All of that information is now in the actual Gumroad product itself. Then the next one is EMDR music, which we'll go over here in a bit. Then there's 4 choices for personal music or personal things. The training is the Frequency Immersion Practitioner Program, where you can learn to work with crystal bowls and do sound baths over people using my style of doing it. Then there's the shop page, and then there's the blog page. Okay, now we are back on the YouTube channel, and you'll see Healing Frequencies Music at Doxa Deli. That was the original name I set up under the YouTube channel, and they generally don't let you change that. So it's hard to find me if you just Google or go into YouTube and type in Healing Frequencies Music. You have to also type my name in there as well. You're going to see this is the playlist section of the YouTube channel, and there are sound baths. There are 8 sound baths that I have done when I'm doing training sessions. Any of the ones that we do for free or where we have people come over and practice, then we put those up on the YouTube channel for everybody to enjoy. You'll see that there are 9 videos about the frequencies of creation. Some of those are teachings. I think all of them are actually. Then the ancient solfeggio frequencies. These are teachings about the ancient solfeggio frequencies, plus all of the music that I have created using those frequencies. I believe the only one I've used is the 528, but there are 19 things in that category at this time. By the time you see this some other time, there might be others in there. Then the Hebrew letters. This is all the information on the musical frequencies of the Hebrew letters. I can't remember all that's in there right now, but if you want to know about that, there you go. Then this is the healing music in the last column. You'll notice there's 41 songs in there. That's about 20 hours worth of music, because most of my music is 30 minutes long. So if you like to stream music on YouTube, then just click on that and then shuffle, and it'll just randomly play all 41 samples. This also includes some of the sound baths, because some of these things are in more than one category. But if you're looking for healing music that I don't sell and that I've done for free, or I've, done practicing stuff, or just some fun things that I want to give out to people. All of that is in the healing music category. Then there's 21 teaching videos, a variety of those. Then down here, you see the EMDR music. All of my EMDR music that is on CD Baby is also on YouTube, which is the same thing with the Del Hungerford music. These are the two that I sell also through CD Baby, and they put it out to iTunes, or I think it's Apple Music now, and send it off to streaming services like Spotify. So those are the two categories there where I've actually saved them so you don't have to go looking for them. Then this healing frequencies music one on the end is just a general category for when I don't have any other place to put something. So there's the YouTube channel. You'll notice that there's a subscribe button up here. The more people that subscribe, that does help me. I am now working full-time from home and putting a lot of energy into healing frequencies music. So the more you subscribe and the more you listen, the more that helps me. So please share, please subscribe, and tell all your friends about it as well. Now let's go back to the website. About healing frequencies music. This is on the home page of the website. Really what I'm doing here is it's saying that I create music in A432, A444, that's a mouthful, A440, and other specific frequencies such as the 528 hertz and the 713 hertz. And I use anything that you could consider a musical instrument or not. I mean, I was playing my fireplace in the music room. One of the songs I'm playing a jar because it has the same tone as the note that I'm using. There's one of the albums I was actually playing on my watch so I could get this shuffling sound. So anything that has the potential of making music, I use it. I've even used cat toys in some of the albums. You have to figure out which one's that. Well, there's one album that it's on. So this list, quartz crystal singing bowls, Native American flutes, my keyboard. Of course, I was a professional clarinetist. I'm not playing professionally now, but you're going to find clarinet in some of these because I can just pick that puppy up and play it and don't have to think about it. It's the beauty of spending a lot of time practicing one instrument. The Mystic Frequency Collaborative is a group of people, and that generally includes vocals, but almost everything else is going to be all instrumental because that's my specialty. Moving along. Then on the same page, I give you a little synopsis of the various things that I offer. This is all the personal music. I can create you a personal song. I do it on the keyboard. It's specifically for you. I ponder over it, choose the patches on the keyboard, and then as I play, I sense, hear, feel things, and then I send you that information. A sound bath is very similar, but I've spent a lot of time researching the power of musical intervals and how specific notes affect you. The crystal bowls that I have in the music room, you can actually choose which bowls you feel good to you. I create a song out of that, which is twice the length as a personal song, and then I send you affirmations to go with it. Then there's the Song of the Month subscription, where you get a song at the beginning of every month, and the prices are listed here, but who knows? I don't know how long this video will be up, but the prices are subject to changing, just so you know. Then we go down to the next row, which has coaching, albums, and EMDR. Coaching is where if you got a creative project, something that you are really needing assistance with, then I can help you there. Click on those links on the website and it'll explain all the yumminess that's involved in coaching. The albums, this takes you to the samples page, which I've already talked about, where you can listen to the albums. Then if you decide you want one, then you click on it. It takes you over to Gumroad, where you can read more about it. And then you purchase on Gumroad, which I'll explain that in a minute. EMDR music is this music that pans gently left to right, and I'll tell more about that here in a bit. Then the last row of things that are on here is the YouTube channel, which you are obviously on the YouTube channel now because you're watching this. Then my whole discovery and coming up with the musical frequencies of the Hebrew letters, that's this middle one right here. That took me a long time and a lot of research to figure out. And So this is a specific teaching where I go through my process. I have audio demonstrating a couple of different ways that it can be done. So if you're interested in creating music with the Hebrew letters, you might want this teaching. Then the last one on here is the blog. I put all kinds of interesting articles on there that are frequency related. At this time, in the beginning of 2023, I've just done 5 blogs on the frequencies of creation. So I encourage you to definitely go check those out. All righty, love all these transitions. How can healing music help you? And I'm just going to read some of this. When you're intermixing intuition and research, this is what I'm doing. And in that process, I present music that is my intent is to bring you in a place of stillness so that your being, which is your spirit, your soul, your body, it lends itself to wholeness. If we get our emotions and we get our insides into a place of harmony, then our physical body is going to go, it's like, okay, I can now begin to heal. So we step into the sounds and frequencies of love, joy, and peace and rest, which are all stronger frequencies that override anxiety, anger, fear, frustration, blah, 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 all of that stuff. The one thing I do ask is make sure you read the medical disclaimer that's at the bottom of the page, because even though I'm calling this healing music, it's really completely up to you how you want to use this music. All right, now we're going to go to the purchasing the music from the site. I get so many questions about this once people buy things. All of my music is sold on Gumroad because it's a storage place. The music takes so much space that I basically pay another company to store all the files there. They deal with anything to do with download issues or whatever, and that company is called Gumroad. The first thing I'm saying here is some of the albums have a sound essence, and you can get those through Freedom Flowers. You click on that link. There's several other places on the website where you can find it as well. The samples page and a few other places, I've just posted that link. I already said the thing about Gumroad. You can also stream any music that you purchase on Gumroad, or if you're listening to podcasts or whatever, you can listen to all of that through Gumroad. So when you make an album purchase, you'll be prompted to sign up for a free account in Gumroad. Once you do that, then you just log into your account and you can access anything that you've purchased there. So you can either stream directly from Gumroad or you can download into all your devices. What I really like about this is, let's say your computer crashes or your iPad or whatever device you have it on, you've lost everything. Come back to Gumroad, re-download it again. That's the beauty of Gumroad. And what I also like, they have an amazing support team that will get back to you generally within hours, sometimes within an hour. If you're having problems with downloading or you've lost your password or any of these things, they will help you and are very good at it. So if you have issues, go to Gumroad. I believe their email is support@gumroad.com. Simple as that. If you're ordering personal music, like a personal song or a sound bath, anything that is I create for you, song of the month, all of that is done directly on the website. So you don't do any of that through Gumroad. Love the playing. On the album samples page, you're going to notice a couple of things here. If you get on there, there's the little link on the left-hand side to the YouTube channel. And then when you sign up for the newsletter, not only do you get a free song, you get a whole bunch of freebies all along the way, including the Emotional Roots of Physical Symptoms chart. The longer you stay subscribed, the more free stuff you get. And I only announce specials to the newsletter people. That's really the only social media, YouTube, and through the newsletter at this point that I'm using. So if you want to know what's going on, sign up for the newsletter. Okay, back to this. Rabbit trail. The musical keys and the specific notes that I'm using on each of the albums is listed next to each of the songs. You can either click on the title or the picture to purchase. And again, because on Gumroad, they don't have a place to put samples, you listen to your samples first on the website, then you go in click on what you want to purchase. It'll take you to Gumroad and you can purchase it there. But you can't listen to samples on Gumroad. And as I said, some albums include the emotional roots of physical symptoms. Those are on the Gumroad product. So again, if you want the emotional roots of physical symptoms chart, sign up for the newsletter. And as I said before, some albums have a corresponding music essence, but I believe Seneca from Freedom Flowers calls them sound essences. There's a link. Whenever there's one that's available, just click on that link and it'll take you over to Freedom Flowers to purchase. The Mystic Frequency collaborative albums are still listed on the samples page, but I'm not putting concert pitch or anything there because so much of it is so spontaneous and there's a group of us, we don't always remember what exactly we're doing. So we just press record and go for it. Albums in the EMDR format, this is important, are on a separate page. I kept them completely separate from one another because they're the same songs. One of them is in the bilateral format and the samples is the regular page. EMDR music is on its own page. Moving on. So we talked about that now. EMDR, and this is really going to be fun to try to say this because I never say it right. So you can start laughing now. EMDR is the acronym for Eye Movement Desensitization Reprocessing. Woohoo, I said it right. It's a method of trauma therapy used by healthcare professionals that mimics rapid eye movement, sleep patterns. The purpose of this type of therapy is for the client to work through particularly difficult traumas, such as PTSD and other particularly difficult events. I worked with an EMDR specialist whose husband is also a musician, and they taught me how to do the panning music. There are, I think, maybe 3 artists in the entire world that are actually creating new EMDR music, and I have a lot of it. So if you want it, get it on the EMDR music page, which is in the top navigation bar of the website. Ooh, sparkles. Then when you click on the training page on the top navigation bar, you get Learn to be a frequency immersion practitioner. This is where you sign up for a program that I train you my method of giving sound baths. Eventually this will take off and I'm going to need more help so that I'm not doing them all myself. I am looking for people who have worked through the traumas in their lives, who understand the power of frequency, the power of intent, and are operating from a position of love. This is not always easy to do, but when you can't give something to somebody that we don't carry ourselves. So this is for people who are really interested in being practitioners themselves. And that takes the end of it. Please visit the website. It's www.healingfrequenciesmusic.com and check out all the goodness. Don't forget to check the blog posts. There are a lot of interesting things in those blog posts. Anything that you want to buy is there. Order a personal song, order a sound bath, sign up for Song of the Month. There are some other new things that continue to come along. And as they do, I will be sending that information to the newsletter subscribers first. The newsletter subscribers always get the deals first. Then if there's anything left over, because I only do a certain amount of some things, then I might post it on the website. So if you're interested in deals, make sure you sign up for the newsletter. So thank you very much. Oh, I probably should stop sharing so you can see my face. Okay, so thank you for checking out this short YouTube video. Thank you for being on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you know others who are interested in healing music, have them subscribe as well. Have an amazingly bodacious day, and we'll see you in the next video.